Boeing needs a replacement for the 757, and almost every avgeek knows that. It's a mid-range, middle-of-the-market aircraft, but it's very, very old. Now in the 1980s it was way ahead of its time, but now the plane has become obsolete. The remaining aircraft are operated transatlantic, but not much else. Airlines like United, American Airlines and Delta operate 300 757s combined, and there are two reasons why they still have the aircraft. Firstly, it's a great balance between capacity and range, even though its engines are now inefficient compared to modern engines. And secondly, there's no aircraft to replace it, at least not yet. Now the new proposed Boeing 797 will be Boeing's next all-new aircraft. So far everything has pointed towards it being a new middle-of-the-market aircraft, or NMA for short. In terms of capacity, it'll hold between 225 and 275 people, depending on the configuration. Also for reference, the 757 carries between 200 and 295 people depending on the variant. Now by the end of its production in 2004, over 1,000 aircraft had been produced, and this shows the need for a new aircraft. Most of the 757s were replaced with the A321s, the 737 MAX aircraft or the Boeing 787s. But none of these aircraft perfectly match the 757's range and its capacity. The 797, however, aims to do this. Now Boeing has already tried to make the 797 with the 737 MAX program, but the capacity wasn't high enough and the aircraft could barely make it transatlantic. The growing trend in transatlantic travel is smaller planes, more frequently, and to allow greater flexibility for business travelers where most of the money is at. You'll rarely see transatlantic A380s, at least the ones originating in Europe or America, but you'll see most of them from the Middle East, but you'll also see a lot of 777s and 787s. Now the image above shows the range of the 797 at 5,000 nautical miles from London. It can reach the west coast of the United States, deep into Asia and even into Southern Africa. Now Boeing is in active talks with over 50 customers regarding the 797, but it's the United States that will make or break the 797 program. As mentioned previously, the US Big Three, Delta, American and United, operate over 300 757s when combined. That's 300 aircraft which need replacing, and the obvious replacement is the 797. Almost all of the 7 largest operators of the 757 are based, or they have hubs in America when you include cargo airlines, totaling 466 aircraft. Now we won't see huge cargo orders of the 797, as the 767 and the 777 are better alternatives, but passenger demand is huge. Now the 787 made budget long-haul travel possible, and it'll be interesting to see whether the 797 can allow lower demand routes to be operated by budget airlines like Norwegian and Scoot. At an estimated price of $70 million apiece, 300 797 orders from the US market will total an immense $21 billion. However, there are more aircraft which need replacing. There are almost 900 aircraft between 15 and 25 years that need to be replaced, 420 A321s, 270 A330-200s, 90 757s, and 130 767s. The largest operator of these planes is American Airlines, followed by China Southern, Delta, and Air China. Now what surprised me was the appearance of Chinese airlines on this list. They clearly have much older aircraft, scheduled for commercial flying in 2025, would be released at a perfect time for them. The Chinese industry is also booming as Asian megacities continue to grow, increasing demand. It's the Chinese single-aisle aircraft which will need to be increased to twin-aisle 797s which need replacements. It'll be interesting to see how they evolved into the 797 program. Thank you so much for watching this middle of the market video. If you have any thoughts, then feel free to share them in the comments below. Also check out my other videos displayed on screen. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.